Have you ever met someone whose voice carried both calm and authority, like when they spoke, you just knew it was wisdom? That's Deborah. She lived in a time when Israel was in chaos. People were afraid, hiding, unsure of the future. And in the middle of all that, God raised up a woman, yes, a woman to guide a nation. Deborah was both a prophet and a judge. Picture her sitting under a palm tree, not in a throne room, not with guards or crowns, just a tree in the hill country. And from miles around, people came, farmers, mothers, soldiers. They'd come with their disputes, their questions, their fears, and Deborah listened. She prayed. She spoke truth with clarity. She was a reminder that God doesn't always choose the loudest, the strongest, or the ones people expect. He chooses those who are willing to lead with courage and humility. One day, Deborah called on Barak, a military commander. She told him, God is commanding you to gather 10,000 men and go fight Sisera, the enemy general who's been oppressing Israel. Now, Barak respected Deborah, but he was hesitant. He said, I'll go, but only if you go with me. And Deborah, with steady courage, answered, I will go. But know this, the honor of the victory will not go to you, but to a woman. It wasn't pride talking. It was prophecy. She knew God was going to show Israel that victory didn't belong to human strength, but to his power, and he could use anyone, even those overlooked by society. So the battle came. Barak's army charged on the slopes, and God threw Sisera's forces into confusion. Chariots jammed in the mud, soldiers scattered in panic. Israel won the fight, but Sisera, the enemy general, escaped on foot. And just as Deborah had foretold, it was a woman Jael who finished the story, delivering Israel from their enemy. Afterward, Deborah and Barak sang a song. It wasn't just a victory chant, it was a declaration that when leaders lead with courage, and when the people willingly follow, God moves powerfully. Her song still echoes centuries later. It reminds us that courage isn't about never feeling fear. It's about trusting God enough to step forward anyway. Deborah's story isn't locked away in ancient history. It's alive right now. Maybe you're facing a battle that feels too big. Maybe others doubt you, or maybe you doubt yourself. But Deborah shows us God calls women, too, to stand strong, to speak wisdom, to lead with courage. And just like that palm tree where Deborah sat, your place of influence doesn't have to look flashy. It could be your kitchen table, your workplace, your classroom, your church, your community. Wherever God places you, your voice matters. Deborah's life whispers to us, courage isn't about being the strongest, it's about being willing. Wisdom isn't about knowing everything, it's about listening to God. The question is, when your moment comes, when God asks you to lead, will you say yes? Thank you for watching this episode. If Deborah's story encouraged you, take it with you today. And remember, God has placed courage and wisdom within you too.